What is a nebula? Characteristics and classification. Nebulae, or tin van in Vietnamese, are vast clouds of gas and dust that can be found throughout the universe. They are formed from the remnants of dying stars or the result of gravitational collapse, and they play an important role in the formation and evolution of galaxies. One of the most distinctive features of nebulae is their bright and colorful appearance. This is due to the emission, absorption, and scattering of light by the gas and dust particles that make up the nebula. Some of the most famous nebulae, such as the Orion Nebula and the Crab Nebula, are visible to the naked eye from Earth and have been studied for centuries. There are several different types of nebulae, each with their own unique characteristics and formation processes. One of the most common types is the emission nebula, which is formed by the ionization of gas by nearby stars. These nebulae are often pink or red in color, due to the emission of light by ionized hydrogen atoms. Another type of nebula is the reflection nebula, which is formed by the scattering of light by dust particles in the interstellar medium. These nebulae often appear blue in color, due to the scattering of blue light by the dust particles. Dark nebulae, also known as absorption nebulae, are another type of nebula. These nebulae appear dark against a bright background, due to the absorption of light by dust particles. They often appear as irregular shapes and are typically found in regions of high interstellar density. Planetary nebulae are a type of emission nebula that is formed when a dying star sheds its outer layers. These nebulae are often spherical in shape and are typically made up of ionized gas. One of the most important roles of nebulae in the universe is their role in the formation of new stars. As clouds of gas and dust, nebulae provide the raw materials for the formation of new stars through gravitational collapse. As the gas and dust in the nebula begins to collapse, it heats up and begins to spin, eventually forming a protostar at its center. Over time, the protostar becomes hotter and denser, eventually reaching a point where nuclear fusion can begin and a new star is born. Nebulae also play an important role in the distribution of heavy elements throughout the universe. When a star reaches the end of its life and explodes in a supernova, it releases its heavy elements back into the surrounding interstellar medium, where they can become part of new stars and planets. This process of nucleosynthesis is responsible for the creation of all the elements heavier than hydrogen and helium in the universe. In addition to their scientific importance, nebulae are also known for their striking beauty. From the glowing pink and red hues of emission nebulae to the wispy blue of reflection nebulae, each type of nebula has its own unique characteristics and appearance. Many nebulae have been given memorable names based on their appearance, such as the Horsehead Nebula and the Helix Nebula. Despite their beauty, nebulae can also be extremely difficult to study. Because they are so large and diffuse, their light can be easily scattered or absorbed, making them difficult to observe using traditional astronomical techniques. However, advances in telescopes and imaging technology have allowed astronomers to study nebulae in greater detail than ever before.